Hello! If you weren't at the stream, you'll never know all of the fuckery that just went on. But now we're going to actually start the real stream. So if you want to see fuckery, you can always come watch me on Twitch. Otherwise, you can just come watch this pristine, clean content that I'm uploading, or the VODs. But we're just going to start here. I think the next thing we need to do is talk to What's-Her-Face? Sam's hot tea. That's the beautiful mwah. The tea is spicy. Alright, so we need to talk to her. This is where we were last time.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She pats her wet raincoat. All around you, rain keeps falling down. On the wooden board she's standing on the water around you. Neither do I. Pat your similarly wet cloak. Very rugged, she nods in approval. Good choice. Now I suspect you had questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day, am I right? Okay, because we figured out who was selling drugs, right? So we're going to say we spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout. Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? We have discovered enough to conclude for now. Yes, and? Will you start an official investigation? The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off. This decision should be yours. Really? I don't think that that's true. It shouldn't be mine. I'm going to let the lieutenant handle it because he's way better at this than I am. If there's an ongoing investigation, it will be part of an ongoing if there's an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand. Of course, detective, she says, her tone more cautious suddenly. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands. Okay, the words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries. I've already heard about a connection between the lynching and strike, but I need your testimony. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. A momentary lapse of faith? They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer. Every worker. A member of the board, she nods. I try to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor. Do you need a security detail? Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering. Who are they exactly? Krenel and Orangese. Isn't it Orangese? Dude, I'm literally never going to get these right. Never. That's how it is. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder. TASD? TASD, okay. And no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment. So what happened? The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. Oh, so this is the story, right? He was taken out behind the whirling rags and lynched. I'm sorry. Can we step back? Has this always been called Whirling in Rangs? Has this place always been called Whirling in Rangs? I thought it was Whirling in Rags. Okay, so it is a typo. Great. Okay, I was like, I know that I lost my shoe. I know it took me forever to find my shoe. But did I also misread the name of like the most important spot in this game for the last 12 hours or 8 hours or whatever? The answer is no. Okay. What then? Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone here. The remaining 2 Krenel contractors carry out their orders for now. For now? It's a smoke screen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow. What is the nature of this so-called investigation? Nice. Nice. Well, whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants. Oh, thanks for the host! See? There's my new hosting alerts. Okay. It'll be all of them. The decision's already made. Let's see. I have to say, this is not disco. It's very far from disco. A wave crashes against the side of her boat. My only hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, she grabs hold of the mainsail. If you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond. They would have to project strength and power. We're doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty chill today. The Debardus have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1. Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? She leans back. It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. She is silent for a moment and then concludes, as I said, a bloodbath. Maybe a good blooding is just what Martinez needs. Houses drenched in red, blood gushing down the Rue de Saint Cispar, the whole place mopped with a giant red rag, fresh bullet holes for all the old buildings. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing? Many bleak scenarios have already come true. She looks at you, eyes damp from the wind. Nameless, badgeless detective of the Citizens Militia. Damn, she's calling me out. All right. Joyce's info on the lynching, cool. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered to the civil court, and I may be able to diffuse the situation. So I have to find like a specific person, right? Okay. Let's keep looking. Let's talk for a little bit more. You said that a deceased assaulted a woman. Or he didn't. She tilts her head. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. What did the teenagers by the canal say? That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. Wait, is this Kuno? Are the teenagers Kuno and Kuno S? This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez. This does not come as news to, but still, he exchanges a glance with you. To your knowledge, where did this assault took place, if you know? Last Sunday night at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. This is really, really good. And who is this woman? That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe. How much time do we have? Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on the progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience. They don't report their progress to you? Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. There's a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay. 5 days, not more. Maybe sooner. It's a matter of days, not weeks. Okay. Yeah, it's a really excellent game. Okay. Let's see. What can you tell me about Krenel? Not much. Their public resume is relatively good as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. I've played that game before. Down a deep black well. They boast a long list of clients: St. Baptiste, Welchman Lawrence, and Tract. A warning sign, however, the operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries, guarding facilities, escort missions, and such. Meaning they're used to operating in war zones. Yes, all the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yizut, the Semines Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil. Okay, anything else you got on them? Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. She thinks. If you still have access to the ICP... Oh man, what do you think would be in the ICP's database? Like, what would be in there? Like, how do magnets work? Yes. Um, it would also probably include like different face paint options. Yeah, different flavors of Fago. The database would include all different. What is a juggalo? I don't know. Ask what it is. Well, fuck if I know. Oh, you thought I wasn't going to know that song, did you? You did. You obviously knew it. And I don't know if, man, ICP is drugs, but ICP is like, not like heroin drugs. ICP is like poppers and like lots of snacks. And MJ, obviously marijuana. Yesterday I was talking to Max and somebody mentioned the word arowana and I said it out loud and she goes, I thought it was marijuana. And it destroyed me. Like I laughed at that forever. All right. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time though, she thinks. Do you not know a lot about the inner working of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am? In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I would be dealing with a group like Krenel. Could you contact the company, tell them to call off? I have, and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out on the field here. Until they do, it's all on us. Yeah, drinking too, definitely. Okay, let's say that's enough for now. All right. Oh yeah, now she'll tell me about the tattoos because we've been trying to ask her. So the dead guy had a bunch of tattoos. We've been trying to ask her about these. Of course, excuse my hesitation before. She reaches over the guard wire and takes the photo, holds it in her hand for about half a minute in silence. It is taken with the Triget not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more marking on his hands or legs. ICP is to North America as Deontward is to South Africa. That's fair. I think that's fair. Although, like, the one thing that's different though is ICP is like super positive and front, like nice. I don't know how to explain this. All right, let's stay quiet. Observe the woman's expression. Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface. What do you think? Sorry, she breaks her concentration. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points, the stars. She points to one on the photo paper. I can't, but that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Like stars in the sky? Close, she nods. Port cities. This is an Orangese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. Okay, cool. What travels did the dead man make? Quite a few. Red Fort, the Orangese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. She points to it on the photo. He started somewhere near here, I think. What next? Then he made his way through the Pretro Grande, through what I think must be Stadskanal. That's way less French and more Norwegian. An artificial channel through the Occident. From the Preto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean. First the Seminoes Islands, then this. She points to his heart. What is that? Revachol, she says. Those are the two constants, Verdford on the shoulder and Revachol on the heart. They started the tradition of these maps after the discovery of Insulinde at the dawn of the Interlociary age. That was wrong, but okay. You said you can't read it. I can't. The man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. Somewhere in an office, lit by a single green desk lamp, Ptolemaeus Price, 58, bald and bespectacled, is writing in a ledger on his desk. Rows and rows of days and weeks, laconic remarks in a single column. Patrol, case, vacation, injured. In Martinez looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside there is a siren, distant gunshots on the streets of the Jamrock Quarter. This man is no brother of mine, but this is his service history. That makes sense to me. We have more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we need to. Oh, we have no more use for a map of the waterways. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident, mercenary tattoos. Okay, who could tell me more? His platoon members, the other contractors, though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. That was their man was their friend and comrade. You wouldn't even know where to start. Okay, that's all for the tattoos, I guess, for now. All right, so thank you. That's all. Okay, so now we have some more stuff, right? We let's see at the ones we just finished. Did we finish the tattoo one? Okay, we finished this one. Oh, so none of these really count as being finished. So hold on, let's go back. We gotta go to... I don't see anything about the tattoos anymore. We still have to do this one. That one's Wednesday. Okay, where's the tattoos then? Oh, here we go. Okay, it's up here, that's why. Alright, so now we know the meaning of the tattoos. So what do we have to do next? Let's see. Confront Hardy Boys about drug trade. Get the whole story from Titus. Ask Klaus J about Sunday night, so we can't do that till later. We have to look for this dude. Oh, but we can't do it because of the broken water lock yet. So I think that we should go back to Titus, because now we kind of have finished that spot. I don't know when we're going to be able to get to these secret passages, but I'm going to try not to worry about them right now. Ooh, we also have points. I feel like I wanted to put points into something and I forgot what it was now. Let's see. Oh, maybe this. Maybe it was. Maybe I clicked on physical instrument because I wanted to do physical instrument. I don't really remember right now. Let's do physical instrument. Just cause that was. Oh, you know what? I think we needed to do physical instrument because we needed to do physical instrument in order to try and open that thing again. But I don't think we're ready to do that yet. All right, we're gonna go back to Titus, who's over at the place. But it's already 6:30, so hopefully it's not too late for me to do this. There's a couple things I have to do specifically today, but some of them require for our friend Kim to go take a nap. It's bedtime for Kim. It's not for a while though, still. It's like 9 p.m. in the game, not in real life. Okay, let's go talk to Titus here. Wait, this is Titus, right?
It's you again.
Cool.
What
All
is
right.
it?
Okay, so we can't do this one yet, but let's do. So this game, like, I'm not surprised it reminds you of Diablo 2, like, at all, because of the way that what do they call that when you're walking on, like, angles? Oh god, there's like a specific term for when you have that kind of movement style in a video game, but it's that same movement style. I feel you though on that one. Isometric, thank you. That is exactly the word I'm looking for. All right, let's start with this one. I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you. Yeah, he doesn't seem worried. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Krenel? Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma. They're snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down. Nervous snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present. Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal, and they're coming for you. How far along am I with the body stuff? The body's already been taken away. So I don't know if there's more that I need to do with the body, then oops, I let Kim get it transported away. This is what happens if you take the law in your own hands. Other people start doing it too. Let them come, Blondie yells across the cafeteria. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here. It's William H. Macy. Alright, you heard the man right here. He points to the ground. We're armed, we got the whole district behind us, and Glenn is fucking crazy. Yeah, well-oiled murder machine. He punches Blondie on the shoulder. The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon. Okay, let's see. The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons. We got weapons of our own. He cracks open his vest to give you a glimpse of his holster. We got Eister 50s, Zeeligers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home. Well, if Glenn's got a knock cannon at home, I guess you'll be alright. That thing has 7 barrels, 1 trigger. You do the math. Alright, this Krenel is bad news. You know that, right? A spray of beer. So there were local gangs, this fucking Barmy army, and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around? Oh yeah, so to describe, we did a bunch of stuff with the body. We did all the tattoos stuff. There's probably more we could have done, but I was like, I didn't want to put the body in the freezer because I felt weird about that, just emotionally as a human being. Yeah, where are they now, huh? He points south, sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate. These people are trained military professionals. With decades of combat experience, they're not a gang or a barmy army. No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. Don't forget, we're listening in on their communication. That shit is way apart. Okay, well, Joyce said they've gone rogue and no one's controlling them. Big fucking surprise, he mutters. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think's gonna happen? Oh yeah, so this is day 2. We need Kim to not be around because we have this one. She won't talk to us, and then we need to do this one's also after 9 o'clock. That one I don't think we need to have Kim not be there, but for this one we most assuredly need him to not be there. He's really prepped himself up for this. He has to keep the fear in check. Right, okay, sure. Alright, what do you mean okay? He jerks forward a bit. I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus. No, they won't. He shakes his beer at you. Get out of here with your negative energy. Nice. Nice. I really wish, like, the thing that I hate about the channel points is that I can't make the channel points appear on the screen. So if you're watching this VOD later and I keep saying nice, it's because I have a thing in my channel points that if you redeem 69 points, You know, oh yeah, like this game is not as long as it is because I'm streaming it, like because I'm talking through it. Like, it took me, I don't know, it maybe took me more like 8 hours to play Coffee Talk, but if you play Coffee Talk on your own, it'll be way faster because you're not reading it all out loud. He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that on what might be the eve of battle. Well, sorry. All he means is that the situation is serious. No wonder you cops get shot to death shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that. Oh, I bet he would have even liked me even more if I had told him I was going to shoot people with him. All right, also guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade. Like hell you have. He leans back unruffled. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and all the local junkies and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in precinct 41 kilos. Oh, you can't casually game anymore? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair. Like, I do casually game still quite frequently, but it's because I just stream, play games, and hang out with my kid and work. I have a day job too. Um, we'll do that. In the meantime, he points south. Did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. He taps on his notebook, then turns to you. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace? No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant. Nah, you do the honor. You've earned it. Thank you. He turns to face the man. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade. That's a mighty interesting theory. He rubs his jaw, smiling. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street. Yeah, man, theoretically that's what you would do, to get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies. You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. He grins. For the good of the community, of course. Um, man, how do I really feel about this? Um, let's see. I don't think one is correct. I'm torn between picking two and three. I think I'll go with three, though. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there. I mean, I'm sure I've been doing them, so. No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Boo fucking who. The stuff's probably from Jamrock. Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. This place is a paradise, and all thanks to the Hardy Boys. Theoretically, of course, we're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on this crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here. The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing, she runs the thing, right? My answer is fuck off. It's really weird because the game is so silent right now. Like there's literally no music coming out of the game right now. Um, he takes a step closer. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene. Um, I always hear "go fuck yourself" in what is her name, George's voice from My Favorite Murder. That's like the only I listen to only a couple podcasts, and one of them is My Favorite Murder. All right, finally you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future. And here we go, back to the usual. The woman sighs. I know. The little man raises his index finger excitedly. Fatty walked on all fours. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints. Go fuck your mom, Dennis. All right. Now we have 58%. So we're going up. So we're going to try this again, I think, because I think we're at the point where we can. We just have to take a deep breath and hope that we make this roll. Yes. Okay. Convince Titus he's being manipulated? Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter. That's it then. Case closed. No, one of his boys will. Just remember, it's about more than Classier. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Outside in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the wind. All right, that's it then. Case closed. We're going home, Kim. Huh? The lieutenant raises his brow. He'll get it. Go on. Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you. Got it. He takes out his notebook. Kill you because they don't like you. All because they like killing. Yeah, we like it. It was fun, wasn't it, guys? He looks around. We had a great time. It wasn't for fucking entertainment, Dennis. He gets a hold of himself. They kill you, he jots down, 'cause they think it's funny. Let's see. Um, they hang you, like in the Dark Ages, make a display of your corpse. It wasn't that. It wasn't, the fat man says with a wheeze. We just couldn't get him down, okay? That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the. Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up. The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm. He's on to you. He knows what you're trying to do. All right, Theo or Angus or look at Kim first. Let's think. Um, I'm going to look at Kim first. The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod. What? What does that mean? Go for it. The lieutenant has his eyes set on the fat guy. Push Angus. We're almost there. Alright, or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason? We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when... He takes a breath, wheezing. Oh shit. Shut up, Angus. He was dead before you hanged him? Fatty! The little guy hits Angus on the back of the head. A loud slap. Say one more thing to the cops and I'll... Dennis! Titus roars. Stand down or I'll beat your head in. Theo, he points to the old man, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control. Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment. The room falls quiet. So quiet you can hear Angus wheeze. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying. I left it at home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. He grabs his chest. I'm sorry. Wait, is he just gonna fucking die here? Why are you so fucking fat, dude? Okay, I literally tweeted. I tweeted the other day because I have noticed that when I play this game, I've made some comments like this. Some like comments where I was like saying things like fat ass or like shit like this. And I felt bad about it because that's not the kind of person I am. And I've noticed that that was like in my language while playing this game. So I like tweeted about if you guys catch me saying shit where I'm like saying that being fat is bad or being like rude like that, let me know. But here the game is like literally doing it for me right after I was like it's so like weird, the timing of this. Or maybe it's just because I'm playing the game again. Lizzie snaps at him. Now it's all pointless because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. She turns to him. I told you, just give her up. Lizzie, he turns to the fixer. Your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard. Fine, I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast, she walks off without looking back. Shit, that's like wild. Okay. What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Question. All right, let's see. Yeah, the fat phobic dialogue, it wasn't making me be fat phobic, but it was definitely leading to me saying things I was not okay with, and then there it is. Which is fair because, like, the racist dialogue did not lead me to being racist, but the fat phobic dialogue led me to being fat phobic because of my own baggage and history. Like, I've never been a racist, but I've definitely been a fat phobe, so it's very different. I'm gonna say who killed the merc then? Any leads? Not yet, just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere, so that's a clue. What are you thinking? I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them, either hers or his. Hers, you mean? She's got one of those checkered pasts. The shot could have missed. Could it have been meant for her? I like that, the young guy nods. Been thinking the same thing myself. And you had ideas about his past, too? I do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They've got guns, trainings, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Krenel. He pauses to think. Yeah, internalized fat phobia. I mean, like, my mom and I had a conversation the other day, and where essentially she was like ragging on herself for having gotten fat recently. And I was like, well, I'm like way bigger than you, and I don't care, and it doesn't really matter. I'm personally not even like really like fat. Do you know what I mean? Like it, but it's my mom, like the way my mom feels about things. And so, and I was like, she just was like started to insult me, and I was just like, oh shit, like no wonder I'm like this, right? Like, okay. I'll tell you what I do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistic buddy of mine. That's what I'd do if I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you. He's calm now, threw all that turmoil away and became himself again. If Class A didn't kill him, why the cover up? You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. Yeah, I told you she's not what she seems. She's had special training for something shady. Oh, you meant that kind of training, like a spy? He scratches his chin. Maybe. The kind of people who are after her? I guess she'd have to be. These people, who are they? They're powerful. He looks out the window, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in her system, she'd be ghosted away. Oh, in your system, she'd be ghosted away. And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder? Why would I? He shrugs. I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. All right, let's see. I don't want to. I really kind of want to be like Kim. We did it because it's weird. The lieutenant gives a smile that only you can see. Oh, that's cute. Okay, whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers? In a manner of speaking. What do you mean? We had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message. It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing eighth Hardy. The big guy steps toward you. Fella, you think too much. Ease off, all right. You're going to hurt your head. A little too far there, but you're definitely right. This woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyway. Um, you're going to stonewall me if I ask more about her, aren't you? Glad you understand that. All right. So you didn't kill him? He was already dead? He nods. You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it? Wait, but I feel like. I don't know. We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see. The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue, hands covered in blue gloves, mouths covered by blue masks, bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light, shine it in his mouth, he tells his assistant. The coroner squats. That's not the right word. It's supposed to be coroner. Squats to better see as the light illuminates the darkness inside. Well, shit, can't blame for missing that. Get the saw, Alan. This just got fun. Why? 'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit. I've never played D&D in my life, though. Like, I really feel like I would love D&D, but I've just never played it. I don't like board games, and I feel like it might be too board gamey and less like video gamey. Okay, did she kill him? Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. He doesn't think she did, or at least he hopes she didn't. So what happened Sunday night? Classier came down. He points to the stairs. She seemed really out of it, drugged up even more than usual, bug-eyed and grinning, not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. Okay, how did you know? I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario, only in reverse. Good analogy, boss, the rat-faced man snickers. You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. Damn, that's harsh. Right? He points at him. You're still on the bench, and you keep taking it too easy. You keep taking it easy too, Angus. He turns back to you. So what happened then? We went upstairs. Sure as day, the merc was dead, and there was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking. He scratches his chin. Dirty sheets and bottles everywhere. Tibbs patched the window, and the corpse we hanged. Oh, so like, definitely killed people. Like, definitely killed by not her then, right? Alright, who's Tibbs? The eighth Hardy? Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business. Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess. Alright, thank you for this, Titus. I'll go to. I don't care. I don't. Oh, wait, you know what, though? I am sorry, cop. Maybe I should just say sorry. Okay, cool. I said sorry because I'm sorry, cop. Alright, thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time. Alright, you do that. He grabs his beer and swirls it in his hand, then thinks of something. Hey, cop, before you go. Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column. He looks up. Classier came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But, still, after all this headache. But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away? That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers. We'll take that into account. The lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. Alright, so we just got a lot of info, right? So, like, we have the whole story now. We need to go talk to Classier. But, like, the thing is, I want to wait until I can talk to her by myself. So I don't think I want to continue this on until I can talk to her about Sunday night on my own. Although maybe I can't do that until the same time. So if we think about what else we have left here, this is after 9. This is going to be after 9 because Kim needs to go away. Which ones did we just finish? I wish it would show me which ones I'd finished. You know what I mean? Like better than just lining them through. All right. Broken window. Oh, I guess I can do broken window. Did I never do that one? Hold on. That's up in my room, right? And I still don't know where to get the music from to do karaoke, but the only thing I know about this game, other than us just like playing this, is that I need to do the karaoke. My friend, or, you know, like who's in your Shirak, told me that she said I really need to do it. All right, we're gonna try this. Can we try this again? Oh. Okay, so now that the lights are on and this, I can do this again. The shards face outwards. Whatever road this window came from the inside. Did I break it with my own hands? A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it's recent. What did this then? Oh, it was my shoe. See, I never did this. I'm really bad with the shoe. More than likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from the pulling a tool back in after impact. So this would be like me just throwing my shoe, right? It's too large a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The shoe you found on the balcony fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. This is nice because the game is already like, the game knows that I didn't do this, didn't find my shoe, and now I'm doing this in this order. Like, it's so well designed for those moments where I completely fucked up. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Maybe I was trying to hit someone. And maybe, just maybe you succeeded. We'll never know. Or maybe you were trying to smash your own reflection in the window pane. Damn. Alright, I got another point now. Hold on, before we do that, let's look at these. Okay, so I have this one at the knick-knack stand. Let's like look at these, because I haven't really taken the time to look at these. There's still a perception one here. Oh, but he's not there anymore. Is this in here? Like in my items? The interact ones? Wait, is this done? Oh, I'm already done. Okay, with that one. Yeah, these I've all like done. I'm not sure where that would be because his body's not there anymore, but whatever. Let's see. This one is really hard. So the white ones are the ones I can redo again. So like this one, the barbell one, this was the one that I failed because I was too weak. This one I was also too weak. Let's look for any of these that look like easy. So like this knick-knack stand one is easy. Maybe we go take a look at that. Oh, this is another visual calculus one. Where's this freaking Samaran butter? I don't even know what that is. And I have to do this one again? Okay. We're gonna get out of this room. We're gonna leave this area and go back downstairs. So what's our next play? So it's past 7 o'clock, which is good. That means we've made a bunch of progress this day. Let's go back outside. We'll go to the knick-knack stand. I don't know if the little girl will still be... Wait, the knick-knack stand is like the little girl outside, right? Maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to see. Is it down here? No, wait, that would be like right here.
The lights are so pretty when it gets dark.
Oh, cool. I can try this one again. I tried this a long, long time ago. So, okay, I'm going to deduce something now. All right. The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that? Hey, why do you keep your hands folded? What do you mean, sir? She looks wary. She knows where this is going. You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help. She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. I mean, we already know that the mom abuses this little girl, right? Like, A facade of true professionalism, he is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals. I'm going to be nice and say, it's okay. She brings out her reddened hands. Her nails are frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh. You bite your nails. And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? She shoots you a suspicious glance. There were a few other hints. Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that. Her eyes flash with defiance. She's not impressed. She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex. Okay, let's see. You think so? Fine, do better. Deduce something about me. You're quite sober, she snaps back quickly. The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort. I am also sad, and my head hurts. I'm sorry, sir. She looks you in the eye, sympathy gleaming in her face. I hope things get better soon. That made me feel kind of bad to click, but that sentence, I am also sad and my head hurts, actually makes me feel a little emotional. It's such like a sentence I feel like I can identify with. Like whatever you're talking about, being able to go like, I'm also sad and my head hurts. You know what I mean? Like, all right. What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar? Let's see. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because we talked before. Let's see. Hang on. So you know me? We've met before? Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. She sways back and forth on her feet. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Apologizing to everyone. Yep. Which is also spelled. There are a lot of typos in this game, though. For real. I don't really understand what you've done wrong. Did I ever talk to you? Of course, you stopped by a few times. She looks at you intently. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. I doubt that. What do you mean better? I look like shit? Yeah. Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore. The lieutenant slowly, ever so slowly, realizes something. Party eyes. Yes, of course, that makes sense. I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all. Party eyes? You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. She giggles at the thought. It certainly looks odd on a man. The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That's what she meant. You were probably gurning, too. I don't know what gurning means, but sure. Yeah, it's over 1 million words. That's fair. There are a lot of words in this game. I am not hating on it at all for that. It's just a lot of words. Let's see. Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics? Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing. Okay, so why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with? I didn't know I had to do that. She looked puzzled. To gurn is to make a grotesque face, thank you. I don't really like this detective deduction game anymore. She gives you a rather concerned look. Guess we can change the subject, sir. I didn't mean to bring you down. Alright. Bye, Annette. Okay. Oh, you know what? We should ask her who this lady is real quick. Who is that? Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed. Oh, it's British slang? Interesting. Alright, why is she distressed? I think she has a bad husband, not very nice or helpful. That's fair. Okay. Alright, what are we doing now? Where was that other... this one. Knick-knack stand. Where am I right now? I wish it would just show me where I am. Is this one available to do right now? Oh no, it's not. So only the white ones are available to currently do. All these other ones are like pretty hard. Oh, I could talk to Measurehead again, but I don't think so. If you talk to Placence, yeah, like we can maybe help her. Okay, like I feel like we've talked to Placence a little bit, but like I'm thoroughly upset about the fact that I know that this little girl's being abused. Like I do not like this. Oh yeah, like I agree. Like if there was a way to like correct the typos, I would love to just pop in and fix them.
Broke down the back door.
Oh yeah.
The boards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leaching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures. I suppose it's all over now. Her shoulders slump as if a heavy burden lies on them. I guess there's no escape. What are you talking about? It's just a door. Just a door? This place is cursed, detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now, happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well. She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. Curse? But I thought the curse wasn't real. Of course you did. You're nothing but a policeman. She shrugs, visibly dejected. All right, you know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do. I've already been doing that, though. I already was definitely doing this without asking her help. Her facade is dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind the fear. But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity? Her eyes narrow as she whispers the name. The entity? No, I don't think so. Wait. Of course, the entity. I didn't see her, but I sensed her presence. You did? She gasps. Then it has to be true. I've suspected this woman-shaped energy must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you see that she lives inside the chimney? Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell. Of course, it all makes sense now. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. She shivers. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in this building, and do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something, make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do. Alright, cool. I already oh, here we go. All the pressure has made Annette really anxious. You know she's been chewing her nails? God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Her voice is firm. Clearly you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy. This economy is a mysterious force like cosmic weather, mysterious and harsh. I don't think she can do anything about it. She can if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks. Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You're placing an unnecessary burden on a young child. Let's see. I would never click this here. What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything. She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy. All of a sudden she exhales sharply, her shoulders slump down. Oh no, she mutters. Hold on, I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. Wow, really? Like, it was that easy to get a child abuser to realize she was being a piece of shit? That seems wrong. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons, but I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress. She stops, but her mouth keeps moving. It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette. Oh, you're like Annette to your husband and your mother. Oh, she nudges her glasses nervously. Well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband, she shakes her head. My husband is completely different, of course. Is this husband Annette's father? Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here, she says gloomily. No matter, soon we'll be off for Grand Coron. Wait, Grand Coron, what's that? It's the proper place to live, one of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Your head feels light and dizzy. A cold breeze caresses your flesh. What's going on? Monstrous buildings loom over Grand Coron. A cold wind howls in the empty halls of homes built upon delusions. Why? There is no life in Grand Coron. No one can afford to live there. Oh shit, most of the buildings are empty at the moment. Her smile is wide. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead, for sure. And your husband's also involved with the bookstore? He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. Okay, she told me she doesn't go to school anymore. Placence nods. She's been too busy helping me here, so she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off. Okay, well, is she an only child? Yes, I'm afraid so. Oh my god. I can't talk. Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had. She pauses for a second. No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy. A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior. Why not? We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I, quite busy. Her voice wavers a bit. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. She catches herself at an impoliteness. I'm sorry, I'm sure you do understand. All right, I had something else in mind. Okay. The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette. All right, I had a few more questions about the curse. Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits. How does the curse manifest itself? A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around in the dimly lit store. The curse is so much worse than you can imagine. It's a disease eating at the very foundation. Her voice dropped. Why does it sound sometimes like there's like an old ass printer printing? Her voice drops to a whisper. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. She peers at the curtains again. Also, this game seems like it's really super quiet today, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just always kind of quiet, but okay. Um, if you read carefully into her psyche, you could see she's doing most things because she believes it's what she's supposed to do. So it wasn't cruelty that led her to put her outside, and she reverses quickly. Okay, that makes sense. If her like parents never gave her freedom, she's just doing what she thought she should do because what her parents were doing, and her parents were cruel. That makes sense. Um, okay. Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles. It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. Okay, sounds familiar. All right, strange. I feel want. No, I'm not going to say that to her. Goodbye. All right. Let's see. I don't really care. I want to go. I actually want to just go over here. I want to go back here and go to the furnace. Oranje. Classier. Alright. Let's try and do this again. I still don't think we're going to be strong enough, but might as well try. Nope. Oh no. Oh no, I'm going to get injured again. I forgot it was going to hurt me. You're so bad at deads. You got to get better at deads, buddy. Okay. Alright. Oh, I need my flashlight back. This part of the game is so cool. I really like this part. Where's the way to go? This way, right? Yeah. Okay, we gotta go back here. There's a door somewhere. I think it's back. Is it back around here? It's back this way, right? Yeah, here we go. I remember things when I play video games. Okay. And then to the furnace over here. Alright, let's try seeing if there's more options in the furnace here. Alright, yell hello into the furnace. So the game is obviously not that quiet. The game is just very quiet. All right. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes through the chimney's depths. The clatter of tiny voices suddenly cease. Then, you hear a woman's voice answer. Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There is a printing curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside. Okay. Where is upstairs? Is that this way? Is that the this way part? Here, right? Oh, it's back the way I came? I suspected it would be this way. Really? Oh, nope. Didn't mean to click on you, buddy. Can we go back this way? This is an egress. So, I was a big nerd, and like, I said that sentence out loud, and I feel like it was wrong of me to say that sentence out loud without, also, how the heck am I back here? Isn't that where I need to be? Or no, is it right? It like reconnected right when I... I'll wait a minute until I'm sure people are available again. Sweet. All right. Yeah, that was. I didn't do anything during the stream drop. So let's. The problem is I'm not sure where to go now. I was just talking about Piers Anthony, and I'm lost. So I'm not sure where there's a place to go. Like, what is this way? Oh, here. Great. Oh, great. This tray is full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. That's actually really cool.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. What do you mean by milieus?
Yes, a milieu is like a calling station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
That's cool. As she speaks, her bone-like fiddles finger with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there is any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals. This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly. Okay. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags? Nothing really. I didn't know him. Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window. Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening? I'm sorry, Detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on while I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Okay. Do you often work Sunday nights? It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home. Okay, sure, I don't really care. Alright. Where are we anyway? What is this place? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus. Plaisance was right. There is an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse. Okay. Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone. More or less. She adjusts the yellow scarf that covers her hair. Are you interested in anyone specific? Oh man, oh there's too many options here, holy shit. Okay. Rats scuttle in the dark rooms under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure. Alright, I think that I want to talk about... what happened to the gym? It wasn't merely a gym, it was Armitub's Boxing Club, a community project to steer at-risk youths away from drugs and crime. Maybe that's what Kuno needs. Kuno. Her eyes narrow in the dim light. Who's Kuno? Indeed, who is Kuno? Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouse? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. She looks out the window, her face reflecting back in the dark. I think it will take more than a gym to help that kid. All right, judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it? It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines. Oh god, that's like, by the way, that's like one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, My Cousin Vinny is one of the most perfect movies ever made. Alright, you should have known it. Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Alright, I found a strange, terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar. Oh boy, the fabled Revachol Ice City. You're in for a treat here. She smiles and leans closer, hand on her knees like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask about their other ideas. All right, what about the other ideas? There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing. She leans back, disapproving. Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Freet does the same thing. Let's see. I know a girl like that. She works in Freet as a cashier, and she's not particularly friendly. Employing sulky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened in Revachol Ice City. God. Fucking love it. Right. And they already had the bear. She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear? The bear, she repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples, like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out? Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol Ice City lost a price war to his rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece out of regular fridges. The bear was scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared, like it could become alive any moment now. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He's met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherion. Okay, scary but cool. Megatherion? Megatherion, nods the dice maker. A mega wild beast. What's a mega wild beast? It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life. By telling you to do more drugs, mostly. A wise and noble beast guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs. The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited, but it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around. Not now, you beast. What? Do you ever feel like your vision beast is trying to blackmail the fun out of you? No, officer, I don't have a vision beast. Normal people don't have vision beasts, only drug-addled madmen like the taxidermists do. What about horrific neckties? Do normal people have horrific neckties? Neckties? Her eyes move to the piss-colored cloth tied around your neck. I guess they do sometimes, officer, but I don't understand how it's relevant to our discussion. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. She seems almost sad finishing the story. The temperature has dropped in the cover of night. You see frost on the windows. Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time. I found a strange machine. Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face. She liked them. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Whirl. Yeah, like this old man just grabbing his necktie and pulling it in every direction. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. What do you mean liberal? What happened? The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done in time. What went wrong? Well, I did hear them talking at times. She looked at the hallway, as if she could still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break. They seemed to believe they were historic individuals on some grand quest. From what I've seen, the project did look quite impressive. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and show up to work on time. She's right, showing up to work on time is important. Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking. Um, that's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. Um, Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings. She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk. The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes like snowfall. Anything else? Hold on. Danny just texted me because he wanted to ask me if he should order dinner now. But I'm gonna say wait for dinner. For dinner. Cool. Okay. All right. The problem is I want to ask about that fridge or the thing that we're trying to open, the fridge, right? But I don't think any of these answers anything right now. All right, let's leave and maybe we can come back to her another time. But for now we can like kind of look around in here too. What is this? Oh, postcard. Cool. There's a puddle, shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Oh, that's her. Those must be her shoes. Okay, postcards. All right, now we can go. Oh, we need to ask her about the curse still. Okay, that's fine. I wish there was more like music or sound in this game. That's one thing I'll say. All right, I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area? I've heard the stories, she nods as the wind howls in from the furnace shaft above, but I don't think those stories are true. Wait, how do you explain what happened to those other companies then? It's just capitalism, she shrugs. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail. Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? She raises her brows. I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spread to her somehow? Let's see. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's why I'm here to investigate. All right, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex. Whirling is part of the doomed commercial area? You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. Well, you're right, the whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed. And then there's me, she sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving flies to wire cutters. I've been here for 14 years selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million real business idea, but yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it? It's because she's in cahoots with the demons. Let's see. I don't really believe that, but I'll say I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. I was just about to ask. She leans forward in her chair to study her face. What do you think? Do you think the curse is real? The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity. Whatever. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest. Definitely not going to say this. Let's go with, I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Exactly. She pinches the root of her nose. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else we can help you with today? Alright, why hasn't her business failed? Sure, let's try it. Nice. A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere. This is still just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed. Didn't we already talk about this? She asks, as the wind continues to seep in through the cracks in the old chimney. It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area. What are you talking about? She says, shaking her head. My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint Ghislaine 10. No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture, its ruins swallowed up, yet it has a different address in the heart of the city. No, this used to be a coal plant. Touch the safety curtains. You're in a chimney of another building. This doesn't make any sense. She looks around in the makeshift nest that she has carved out for herself, bewildered. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? Let's see. It has a different address in the heart of the city. And what, does that mean I'm safe from failure? Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces. Actually, it's only your workshop that's protected. You should probably... No. Ugh, no one's ever safe from the failure. She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away exhaustion from her face. What? Do you know what this is? She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining on her index finger. It looks like a regular piece of jewelry to me. It's a mourning ring, she replies. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it to the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan. Okay, why are you telling me this? It wasn't always the jewelry shop, or just the jewelry shop either. I always thought it was the world, that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeeded. And now you're telling me what? She closes her eyes. That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney? Yes, coincidence is all that safeguards us. Yeah, she stares out the window, not really hearing your words. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you wanted. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be. You can try again. Still, there's something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. She picks up a pair of dice from the table and examines them under the light. Very deep, right? Very deep. Alright. Ooh, a gain to thought. Okay, cool. Let's leave this conversation. Let's go in here. I need to learn... Oh, shit, I need to unlock some of these. Oh, wait, I can. I can unlock one. Because I had one thing open? Okay, so wait. We need to, like, learn some of these. What's this one? 4 hours. This one's 1 hour. This one's 3 hours and 10 minutes. Let's start with this one, because it's the one I have. Yeah, I'm glad I had a skill point then to unlock it. Alright. So now we can go back to Placence and be like, yo, ma'am, there's no curse. Or maybe there is a curse. I don't know. Who knows? Nobody knows. Everything is a curse and is yet not a curse. Life is a curse. Etc. Etc. Okay.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
Alright, I talked to the entity that you told me about. Her name is Neha, and she's a novelty dice maker. A novelty dice maker? Her eyes widen. Well, spit it out. Why did she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. No, ma'am. I have felt her aura. She's not the one to blame for this curse. She looks perplexed. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse? She's squeezing on the pendant too tight, a drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. Whoa, so many. Oh my god, okay. You've come this far, you know how to end it. There's an entity behind the entity. Alright, let's see. We can lie to her. I don't think the lie is the right answer. I don't think 4 is the right answer. I don't think a more... whatever. I'm gonna go with the first one. She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. The woman scoffs at you with an audible snort. Too many inconsistencies? What kind of talk is that? First, you're one of the inconsistencies. I am not doing as well as it looks I am. She grasps her pendant. I only have my Seminese wards to thank for the protection they provide. As I said, she's a novelty dice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now. Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. Red blotches appear on her skin. Jesus. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Oh no, okay, well I don't think that was what I needed to do. She tucks the pendant away in her blouse and concludes, thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way. Wow, total psychic collapse between you two right now. Anger and loneliness keep this woman moving through the waking hours. Your little words are no match for it. I'm sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. He turns to you. Can we go now? I feel really unsuccessful there. Geez, okay. The shop around you feels ancient suddenly, damp and saturated by the coastal air. The books are rotting. A great cold lives there, or here, and there too, 1,200 meters away on the urban coast. The dark shape of a church is reflected on the water, calling. All right, farewell for now. Um, well, that didn't have a good ending at all. I don't like how that ended. I don't know if I could have done better, but I feel like I did a really bad job of finishing that off, which sucks. All right, let's see. Um, my inner voice has made a suggestion and I ignored it. I guess that's fair. I just was me, I guess, for a moment. All right, we need to talk to Classier. Classier, both of those are Classier. Okay, so we can go to the balcony after 8 or 9, but we can't do that yet. We have another point. I actually think I'm going to spend it on another one of these. And then I'm going to do, let's see which one of these looks interesting. Okay. Temporary research bonus, all red checks fail? Shit. I mean, I can always uninternalize it if I don't want a skill check to fail, right? Like, why would you... You could turn it off. Like, between... Oh, but if time passes... The only way to get this to do is to have it Okay, let's not start with that one and let's start with this one. Let's start with that one. Okay. Alright, that's enough out of you. Let's go talk to the little girl. Oh wait, that's her. That was her inside. My bad. Because we gotta pass more time until it gets to be 9 o'clock. And then what I'll do is we'll go talk to the smoker. And then after we're done talking to the smoker, we'll go drop off Kim and we'll go talk to Classier. I have the flashlight out still.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter. Okay, what are you doing now? Math. She looks into her notebook with trepidation. It's really difficult, like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Suddenly she smiles and perks up, remembering something. Oh, I found something while you were away. What is it? Dick Mullins' hat. I thought this would fit you. She gives you a hat almost exactly like the one Dick Mullins wears on the cover. Like, thanks for helping me out. Not me, the city, I mean, like a detective does. Wait, where'd you get it? Just what Dick Mullen would ask. She lowers her voice. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there. A detective hat? Yeah, just like the one Dick Mullins wears all the time. She grins. You'll look way more serious with that. Suddenly she looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. Right, I have to get back to my homework now before Mom notices. Man, this is hard. Do all red checks fail if you finish that? Like, that makes no sense. Alright, I do not have a hat on. I'm gonna wear a hat. What a hat it is. Okay. Right, because only... Yeah, while you're internalizing a red checks fail, that's what I assumed. The completion effect is totally different. Is it like a can't see the effect until after I've internalized it all the way? I mean, that would make the most sense, right? Where's this cart? Is this the cart? No, that's a bench. Where's the cart? This Oh, but I can't redo that check right now anyway. Like I don't really care about talking to Measurehead. What is a backyard wall? Oh, this one's like impossible. Jeez. I don't know what the levels mean, but impossible seems impossible, right? Okay. There's no way of knowing what the permanent bonuses would be without spoilers. Oh, that's fair. I need to talk to people because I need to get to 9 o'clock. Can someone tell me, is there a date in which I must do karaoke before, or I won't be able to do it? Because like I said, the only thing that I've been told that's like super amazing or necessary for me to do in this playthrough is karaoke. I just want to make sure that there's not a time when it's too late to do it. Because the only thing I think I need left for that one is to find wherever the song is. $1. You know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Nope. Nice try. I still need more money, though, because I can't... can I sell stuff to her? I have all these postcards. I feel like I should sell them.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't...
No, not that. How do I sell these things? Like, I have these postcards. Oh, I bet I have to go sell them to what's-his-face, the guy down here at the other shot. There's no cutoff before the end game? Okay, cool. Thank you. I just really want to make sure I do that, right? Like... Well, we've had one internet drop in the past, like, week and a half or longer at this point, so I'm okay with that. Much better than how it was before. And that was literally for, like, 1 minute. Okay. Let me in here, please. So I'm hoping that this is where I can pawn postcards. I don't know if there's anything else really to do with postcards. Wait, where is he? Oh, he's over here, okay. Oh, he's behind this thing. I don't know why I thought he was right here.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Nope, I'm not going to sell that. So, like... I don't know. Ooh, that's like worth a lot of money. Hold on. Hold on, wait a second. Can I listen to this thing? Nope, not this one in here. What about this filament memory? What do you do with this? Read using a radio computer. Don't I have something like that? Or do I have to go back into that like basement area to read it? I think I have to go back to that basement area to read it. What was red there? I don't know why this had like a red thing on it.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Alright, let's sell the postcard. How do I sell it? Oh, pawn. I'm gonna sell these postcards. Hopefully I don't need them for anything. Okay. Alright, I have enough money for tomorrow. So that's good. Okay, now I'm prepared for the end of the day. Which I still feel like there's a bunch of other stuff left to do before the end of the day. This might just be a shorter stream because my throat is actually really hurting too. I don't know why. I'm not drinking tea today, which is unfortunate. Usually I have tea and it will make my throat be less hurty, but... Alright, I need to waste some time talking to somebody. Who can I waste time talking to? You back here, Kuno? Got anything else I can say to you and waste some time?
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Oh, interesting. Fuck it. Okay, well. He's on your crime scene bossing you around, and he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful. Kuno, you must have seen all kinds of things throwing sticks here. Wanna help the RCM bust a murderer? Fuck no, he burst out loud, laughing. What are you, fucking mentally handicapped? Kuno, they've almost made you a snitch now. Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer. He nods, big boy style, incredibly proud of himself. Alright, well. No, we still don't know. Wasted 1 minute. What is this? Have I, like, interacted with this at all yet? Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe not. This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container. The body is downwind from here. Actually, the body's gone at this point, but okay. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death. Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there? Trash, food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence, too. Yes, I feel like there's something in there. What do you mean, feel? It's just a hunch. Maybe someone threw something in there. He leans to inspect the lock. How do we get the lock open? We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage. Or, did someone say pry bar? Fuck yeah, pry bar. Pry bar, pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more as you've done many times. No or. Well, let's say or, Lieutenant. Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. Well, I don't have the thing in my hand, so... Alright, let's first see if we can go ask for a key. Because now that we've paid off our stuff, maybe he'll be, like, less crabby at us. I'm not sure or not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if he'll be more crabby about this, but... Okay. See, now there's, like, actual music and stuff happening. Alright. Is the trash container out back yours? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags. Okay, you know what I mean. Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked? Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out, that's why. And the neighbors, too. They put their trash there, and they don't pay for the garbage company. I thought as much, and you are the only party with access to the trash container? Well, yes, us and the garbage disposal company. It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs inside of you. I wonder what this feeling is. Prod at him and find out. Oh, is this my hobo? Is this the hobo part of me? We need those keys. What do you need them for? It concerns the case. The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden. Please cooperate. Yes, nice. I didn't even have to use brute force. Boom. All right. He takes the keys from under the counter and hands them to you. Just bring them back once you're done, please. All right. I'm assuming that because I have been a little more helpful and, like, paid him and stop being a dick as much, maybe that's why I was able to do that. All right. Let's do this. All right. We wasted a little more time. That's good. We got to just make it to 9 o'clock. Alright, oh, open the padlock with the key. Nah, check the dumpster, that's all you needed? I'm surprised he was nice enough. Okay, with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't! Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't? Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobo Cop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content. Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there? There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. All right, open the lid. I love extra content. All right, the smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. We're just in time, the lieutenant peers. This hasn't been emptied for over a week. Well, let's start by digging in Hobocop style for extra content. Wow, an armistice caliber 50-knot cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues, so shiny. What's a knot cannon? It's a giant rifle and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat spring of pearls snaking among the rotten banana peels. However, that's also the wrong peels. What? And is that a Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000 easy, unless you're into hi-fi yourself. I'll sell it. No, you won't, because none of those things are real. They're not actually in there. All you see is food waste and crisp wrappings. A cruel jest. There must be something. All you see is a broken man with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. Okay, take the mug. The man briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash. All right, look under the boxes of carton. Milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Baptiste Soleil, right? Cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below and turbo noodles, nothing of note. Okay. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. All right, time for some pants. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air. The victim's clothes? The lieutenant smells them. Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was in the early stages of decay. The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Drop them in here, officer. All right, trousers. Kim quickly searches the jeans. Guitar marked blue jeans, pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt too, a wide belt. The loops appeared stretched, but he looks into the container. The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here. Something slimy catches your eye. Yep. a drab long sleeve t-shirt or a long sleeve shirt, olive colored, with appears from the food waste dripping with pus. All right, bag the shirt too. This is a military type overgarment. Oh my god, I could have just missed the corpses, all of his clothes. Like it took me like all of this time to find. So I feel like I make really good progress in this game, and then something like this happens where I'm like, wow, I somehow missed this entire like part of the game. All right, anything more? The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste, just garbage. All right, who put the clothes in the trash? Yeah, let's see. All right, we should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard, or that one. He nods toward the red-haired boy behind him. I'd advise against confronting that force. All right, sure. Okay, let's look at the food waste too. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands, apple and potato peels mostly, unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? What? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Pick it out. Is it my badge? Oh no, okay. Something larger than a clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging. I was hoping beyond hope that it was my badge. They still look badly damaged, but you can make out forms and notes written in a man's handwriting. Is that your paperwork? I don't know what this is. Oh, it is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board. If you don't mind me asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash? Oh, God. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, and that's why I tried to flush my cop life down the toilet. Well, he doesn't know what to say. His eyes express a rare condolence, then he picks it up. Hey, look, it's 9 o'clock. Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM adversaries, organized crime and the like. There may have been police secrets in your notes. Okay, I'll do that. All right, read your ledger and name the case. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. He peers into the trash where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitingly. Now tell me what your eagle eyes see, or are we finished? Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Oh, so this is giving me a tutorial because it expected me to find this like a gajillion years ago. But in reality, I just found it right now. Okay. All right. Oh, wait, is this going to take up time? Hold on, I'm going to do this later, I think. Let's go, let's go talk to, wait, oh my God. Who put the clothes in the trash? So we gotta go talk to Gart, and then we need to read the ledger. So let's go talk to Gart first. And then we'll go do the smoker thing. And then we can deal with our ledger.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key. Thanks, I hope you found what you were looking for. I found the victim's clothes. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Could someone on your... Oh, who else has the keys to the trash container? The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though. The elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. That's really funny. The game's like, you're not going to figure this out right now, bruh. Right, on Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs. He turns to the man. Thank you anyway. All right. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I would vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with a crime scene. You'd keep him around for the ledger part? Yeah, I'm sure. All right. Why don't we do the... Oh, no, let's go. I'm just worried about being too late to talk to Smoker Boy. So let's do the Smoker thing real quick, and then do the ledger, and then drop off Kim. All right. That would be... Oh, not this way, right? No, actually... No, not this way, not this way. Back and around, right? I mean, I'm sure Kim will have some tasty shit to say about my stupid ass and when I go through my ledger. Okay, back here, right? Through this door? I'm not 100% sure. Like, I don't 100% remember how to get back to the upstairs area. Oh, was it that door back there? That isn't just a five-pointed star, it's an inverted white pentagram called Cradled in a Wreath of Antlers, the iconography of communism, in other words. Alright. I think I got a point in encyclopedia when I put that hat on, so now I'm like having things happen here. The star and antlers was developed in the sixth decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. Alright, who cares? Why does it evoke in me? Ooh, gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways. Okay, well, how about we do this a little bit? And how about we do this a little bit? There we go. Okay. I feel like this is the way up, right? Some music again. Yeah, here we go. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Wait. Stop. Oh, stop. Hey, bud, stop walking. Okay. Did he stop having that thought he was having? Okay, here we go. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. Alright, let's go talk to this guy.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight. Right, and his shirt is still unbuttoned. Alright, we got your hint. Found the key right under that stone.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes.
Beautiful.
He says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you, and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday. Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather. All right, very well. I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me. He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Besides, I've got to run. He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious again. But I just found you again. Just look at it. He gestures toward distant motorways, all leading to Golden La Delta. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this? He's right. Only losers go to bed early. Time to break out the booze. A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body. All right, only if you promise we'll talk again. It's important. Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words. Are you mad? Are you mad Are you mad I think this dude is hot? Kim, are you upset that I'm, like, hitting on this guy? Like, bruh, don't be mad. Don't be jealous. We'll talk, the smoker assures you, brushing his hand through the hair. Just not tonight. All right, take care, he said. Take care, all right, he says with another disarming smile before slipping off into the night. Cool. What? Why making a face? I'm definitely flirting with him. Okay, there's something just so different about him that I can't put my finger on. Different, of course. There's just something so mysterious about the way. Is my character experiencing gay feelings for the first time and not understanding how to deal with them? Like, that really actually, like, truly, if that's, like, what this plotline is, that really interests me, as a queer person. But I doubt that it's that deep. Something so mysterious about the way he talks. The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. Very mysterious. Very. He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter. Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember? He nods at the apartment door before you. All right. Hopefully this guy's not as sexy as the last guy, or Hobocop is going to be having a hard time. All right. What is this? Ooh. Whoa. Party Dragon's silk robe? I just stole this dude's clothes. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna, like, look around before I start talking to this guy. Flyers. Dishes. An empty ashtray. A quarterly business magazine. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. And what's this? Oh. A big hat. Cool. Alright, now that I've stolen this dude's robe and hat, I put on my robe and wizard hat.
The Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks. You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain. Is that your hat? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to steal it. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Villedron. I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sir Leclerc. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
So this is supposed to be a French accent? But he sounds German. No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the terms here. This is dumb. I'm going to show him the robe. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony. That didn't work at all. What was that? You were supposed to fuck with him, not compliment the decor. My only options were to compliment the decor. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed. Can you tell me about your friend? I'm feeling feelings I've never felt before. I need to know about him. What is he like? What's his favorite food? If I brought him flowers, what kind of flowers would he like? Where does he get his hair cut? What color blush does he wear? Oh, I guess I can't ask those questions. You actually witnessed the lynching? I'm sorry to say I did, officer. The man gives a solemn nod. He didn't see the hanging. He saw the little show staged by the Hardys. Let him talk. He may know more than even he knows. Start from the... No, I'm not going to say that. Start from the beginning if you don't mind. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play. The lieutenant is already scribbling down notes. What do you mean, like in a play? It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in carrying what looked like a body, and then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead one by one. I think the idea is that he's so fascinated by the whole scene that it's impossible for him to do anything but compliment the decor. That makes sense. All right. Then that's when I understood I should not be seeing this. The lieutenant nods to you. That lines up with previous testimony, doesn't it? Well done, detective. Thank you, sir. I think we've got the picture. Anything else stand out? Only that there were about 8 or 10. I couldn't make out anything. It was so dark. And that it was quiet, he said, smoothing his hair. Quietest lynching I ever heard of, let alone heard. All right. That was it? That's the whole interview? Okay. I'm really going to ask, can you tell me about your friend? My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him, but he understands the importance of education. He's taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. How did you two become friends? How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Asola, oil platforms ablaze in the night, civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community is forced to step in. What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way. Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too. All right. You still haven't told me who he is. Sorry, who? The man throws a quick glance at his watch. Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him. But I told you, officer, he's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is our cornerstone of our civilization. So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts? He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes. Which arts? He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts, perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. All right, I had something else in mind. I'm all ears, officer. Oh, I guess that's all I've gotten. A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. Thanks for the heads up, but my work here is done. Of course, I'm glad I could help. Oh, I finished finger pistols. Nice. Oh, this font is so small. All right, everyone, lean in. Snap, snap, baby. Turns out guns aren't that much for protecting as they are for attacking people. If you want to protect people, really work for them, you have to whip out your signature dual 9mm Villiers finger pistols. Who needs a real gun anyway? That conversation you just had? It would have gone better if you'd snapped those bad boys at 'em. Note, 9mm dual finger pistols do not count for actual weapons in a gunfight. Okay, +1 reaction speed, and empty hand slots give suggestion +1. That's really cool. All right, so let's look at these for a minute. Okay, learning cap for sure. Okay, reveals extra bottles, more money. Yeah, we want to keep that one on. Healing plus morale, healing +1 health, learning cap for pain threshold. Okay, this one's okay. I don't think it's that great. All endurance white checks unlocked, learning cap for endurance raised to 4. I think this one's good. This one I don't want to fuck with right now. I'm just like, don't feel like I have the patience to deal with that at the moment. Now we have a skill point, so let's look. What were we just getting that was really helping us? We were encyclopedia. Is that something I can put a point into? I thought that was really cool. Yeah, let's put a point into encyclopedia. All right, cool. All right, that's it for this dude. Hold on. Let's look at this real quick. So we have these clothes now too. What is this? Can I wear this robe? Okay. Is it like +1 drama, +1 logic, -1 suggestion? I can. It's interesting. The circle and like the square around this had really confused me for a second because I didn't remember that before. Let's see. I don't want to wear this hat because I don't like it. All right, this seems like a really good. Is this a shirt? Oh, it's a whole ass jacket. Okay, wait, but this is +1 esprit de corps and +1 shivers. But I think I already have like high levels of both of those. Yeah, and shivers I have at 6. So why don't we switch clothes and wear this robe because it gives me more drama and electrochemical whatever. Just can't speak. Wow. Yo, I look cool as hell. Look at my cool ass outfit. Okay. Alright, and then what's in here? Oh yeah, so who put the clothes in the trash? We need to figure out who... This may take a while. That's interesting. I don't want to talk to Kuno about this at all right now. Alright, so... Let's read my ledger. And name the case? Really? That's what that is? Alright. It's the ledger you found in the trash, a pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from a plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. The sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Alright, anything else? There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetic's terror, do not look into its blue heart. Smell the ledger. The acidic stench of rotting food has rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience, the space surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. All right, let's look at the clipboard. It's made of dark blue plastic hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters RCM. It's blue, right? Shake the ledger. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? All right. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. All right, how would I open it? Oh, cool. Okay, let's keep looking at it, and then maybe we can figure it. Maybe we'll get more points. All right, inspect the toilet paper. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic cupboard. You can take it off if you want. I mean, take it off. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger, and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better. All right, inspect the clip. An aluminum block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has attached to the clip. All right, run your finger. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Hey, Lieutenant, what is this? What? He is lost in his own notes. It takes a moment for him to see it. That thing? It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. How can I read it? Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. Like, for example, all RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too. This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on. Okay, cool. All right, let's read the white papers. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolored patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. What beautiful fucking language in this game, right? Like, we've talked about this a lot while playing this. Such beautiful wording and language. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. What is in there? What are they about? Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention, but there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases. Undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant? Huh? He raises his nose from his notes. 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You would really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it. Let you start making mistakes. All right. This seems to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though. 2? He raises both eyebrows. That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you're making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptive of me. I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes. That's okay, he nods, then turns back to his own case file. We all make mistakes. Okay, so, like, can we step back here and talk about, like, maybe that Harry was really fucked up because of maybe he became this alcoholic piece of shit. Like, not that being an alcoholic makes you a piece of shit, but he's obviously a piece of shit, right? Like, Harry is a garbage person. We're not going to ever go, Harry was a good guy or whatever. But he's become a garbage person because his job is so hard that it caused him to have, like, a complete and utter mental breakdown. And the caseload, all of it, like, this is not him as a normal person. Right? This is him going through severe trauma. God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of gills, the checkered paper dries in your hands. The handwriting is extremely dense, but mostly illegible. All right. There was mention of a naming convention here. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. Oh, and they're written in capital letters, too. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural, another's The Square Bullet Hole Murders, another yet The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted, the guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor, even the rare article free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you? Wish there was one in there about a drug den. You love those. Gets the blood pumping. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done later once you're done inspecting them up close. My cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention. You mean the alphanumeric officer precinct time of arrival at the scene? No, I'm not going to lie to Kim. Why would I lie to Kim? No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles. Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. Why is that? It's a holdover of the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution when the organization had little idea of how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. I seem to have named a case, the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one. He peeks into his notes. The man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real, and still I named it that to amuse myself. He smiles. I pray his loved ones never find out. So what happened to him? Rail spike through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. All right, hold on. Let's come back to this later. All right. Okay. I think we should be back. I'd definitely like to get through the rest of this today. I hope that this stops. But it's actually like my actual internet is stopping as opposed to like just Twitch not being able to survive, so I'm gonna scroll back up. Okay, I think that I'll wait here for a second. Because I think this is where it died. I went back and like looked. I wish that Twitch just wouldn't make a new VOD every time. I dislike that. It's back for you? Nice. Okay. So I essentially just looked at the yellow papers, which didn't do too much. And then I got a little experience from looking at them. So about here's where I am now. Like I have to pick one of these. So I'd like to, before I do any of these things, I'd like to go read those watermarks before I try and do anything else. Okay. I'll slowly walk. You know, sometimes the internet's good and sometimes the internet's bad. Sometimes you have a bad day. Oops, I don't think we're having a bad day though. All right. We are now going to go look at this in the headlights. Water's so loud now. At least we're making progress and I'm not just literally dying in Metal Gear Solid over and over again. That was fun. Alright, how do I turn on the headlights? He turns the preheater on, waits, takes out his keys and said, "Alright, ready. I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater." He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his presser's carriage. Alright, press engine start. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. Rounds per minute, gauges jump. Ooh, God, and now it's suddenly the loudest thing that's ever existed. Holy shit. Alright. Press the button, label headlights. Wow, that was so loud for no reason. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle. There you go. I'll turn them off from remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now. Okay. Alright. As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, a shimmering, iridescent pattern appears, one you've definitely seen before. There she is, Revachol West. There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice. Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no hundreds of micro-perforations. Look at the shimmering street grid. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the kinema's headlights. Wait, look around you. You catch a faint glimmer from a broken beer bottle in the distance. I wonder if you can't do this during the day because it's too light out, you know? In the distant sounds, two men engaged in a drunken argument, followed by the closing of some distant window. In the middle of a broken plaza, illuminated in a cone of light, two men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines. Martinez at night. He smells the air and says, "All right, so where are we on this?" Point to the halogen map. "Let me see." He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it. "Right here," he says, his finger near the top of the map, on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Seems nice. "No, it does not," the lieutenant says with optimism. "Look at the perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. Tally up the different rows. The first row has 18 dots. What about the next one? The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border and then some. Count them individually. There are so many it's hard to count. More than 150 at least, maybe even 200. What about the last row? The last row has 3 perforations. 3? That's it? That's it. Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?" "Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. Son, here's where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years? Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?" I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Oh my god, I got an achievement. I got an achievement called literally the sorriest cop on earth. Is anyone surprised? Not me. Alright, maybe you were a diplomat or in PR. It doesn't matter, I suppose. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200. Is that a lot? It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually clearing more than 100 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number? Right, those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. Oh no. Was it me? Did I kill? Oh my god, I don't even want to start thinking about in that train of thought right now. Confirmed kills, that sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling. That's not too many. For an RCM, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. "What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy?" a young woman asked the man across the desk from her. "Honestly, babe," says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk, "I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week, and I don't really think about it." There's no trace of guilt in his voice. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones, so we have that to be thankful for. Damn, like, maybe I'm not really as big of a jerk as I thought I've been this entire time. He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator, not to say relieved you're competent. How do you handle the strain? Everyone has their own method of coping, some more effective than others. He gives you a meaningful look. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Maybe I should find a hobby? Why not gardening? You've already got the yellow gloves. It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. Am I literally wearing them right now? Is that why? Okay, thanks for this. The lieutenant nods. Okay, let's go. All right, read the watermarks. All right, right, I'll go turn off the light. He pushes the remote control on the key. You can now see your statistics on your journal page right at the end of the task description. Interesting, okay. Where? Oh, here. But my name isn't unknown. Oh, now I can see like I'm totally the sorriest cop. Oh, this is really cool. Oh, wait. Was I supposed to have this like 100 years ago? And if so, I feel like this makes the game worse. I don't want to see this. I actually like not knowing this. Like, this is too much information. I'm enjoying just playing the game, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay. So now we need to go back to the ledger and name the case, which I'm sure most people have done 20 years ago in this game, but we have not. Oh, let's interact with this mug real quick, too. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. There's actually a lot to read into here. Actually, look at all that content. Oh boy. Well, not really. Day 2 isn't too late, but you've also done quite a bit of stuff. I did a lot of stuff in these 2 days. I've really packed a ton of shit in this game. Okay, what are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage? Fuck this one. Fuck, that one's pretty accurate. This is pretty good. This is the mug as an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it, or do some more volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective. Okay, sorry I tried. Alright, can I read the case files now? Alright, yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margins. It always begins with HDB41, then the date of initialization and the time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 411-201-1700, the Next World Mural. Right. Wait, HBD 41, weren't those officer precinct? Yes, your precinct number is 41 in HDB. Oh, those are your initials, right? But we already knew what our name was. So, like, I'm not sure why this game thinks we don't know our name. We know our name is Harry because Everett told us about it before, you know what I mean? Like, Harry Dubois, yeah, see? Still feels like there's something missing from that. Oh, I was trying to get this name before. Okay, fine, then I give up on Raphael. That's comforting to hear. Now, detective, it takes a half an hour to piece one of these together if you want to. Here are your options. Oh, okay, let's revisit these other cases at some other point. Read a case file? Okay, so we can revisit this. Browse the case files. Okay, I have to open up an official case. Is there room? It was sort of implied that Harry didn't believe Everard. I mean, I guess that's fair. I wouldn't have believed Everard too. He kind of sucks. There is, for precisely one more, 15 pages near the end, remain untouched by the damage. Oh wait, so actually, oh, is my name here? Oh, it still says my name's unknown. Interesting. Alright. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Harry's a nickname? Oh, okay, cool. That's fair to know. Because, like, I don't even, like, think knowing his real name really actually matters, right? Because the point of this is that, like, I actually, this last couple of scenes has really changed my viewpoint on this character, so I'm really, like, enjoying this right now. The fact that he was a good cop, right? Like, I know he was a good cop now. I know that he was going through stress. He started drinking and taking drugs to try. It wasn't the right way to cope with the scenario that he was going through, but he's not a piece of shit. I could have continued to play him as a piece of shit, right? But I never did. I mean, I didn't ever play him as a piece of shit. I obviously, like, when you look at my info here, you can obviously see I'm sorry, cop. So I don't think I ever played him as a piece of shit, but, you know, okay. The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily, it's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. Cross out the ones you've already finished. A satisfying slash... Oh, so I wouldn't have... If I hadn't done all of these, I would have had to go do them, right? Okay, a satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. And a fuck you to you, too. That last one cuts a slash right through the paper. Things to be done and things already done. the composition of reality. Damn, this is true. I started working on some goals lately, so I really feel this sentence right here. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. That's beautiful. Okay, this is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case. So wait, you're seriously? So okay, couple of questions real quick. Could I have found out the kind of cop I was way earlier in the game? Because if I hadn't answered so many questions, then I wouldn't have had a clear, like, having this clear picture of who I was. What I'm saying makes sense? Like, I played him like this for 8 hours, right? If I had played him only for 4 hours and then found out what kind of cop he was, it would have been very different than my like 8 hours of experience. And maybe even if it had been longer, it would have been even different. Okay, Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case? No, actually. Any ideas? His base past is fixed, but how he views things and acts is colored by your choices, making his cop a type. Well, obviously, I am sorry, cop. That was the type of cop. I really like the Furies are at home in the mirror. It's so beautiful. It makes me want to write a fucking poem. But I'm going to go with the Hanged Man. Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. All right. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out. All right. Let's open the hidden compartment, because fuck it. Damn, okay. Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. A hot flash of rage comes over you. For a moment there, before it recedes, you feel as though you might squeeze a tear of anger out of your duct. Makes you wonder, why? It's unjust, that's why. You can't even get to that thing anymore. But what is it, though? So, I have to put skill points into interfacing? Okay, do I have any clothing that I can wear that will give me interfacing points? Gloves. Let's see if there's anything else that has interfacing. Because I can just put it all on if it does. No, okay. So let's try again. Oh, it's still locked. Oh, do I actually have to put actual points into it? Interesting. Interesting and lame. It's not what I expected. I was hoping... Wait, do I have a point? Oh, do I have a point, though? Oh, I don't. Boo! Okay. Well, we'll try this again at a later time. I want to put my other gloves back on, right? Let's see. You know what? Let's leave those gloves on for now. You have to get a modifier. Oh, got you. Okay, that will work too. Alright, so we did that. So now we know that we have a name for the case. Or trigger a thought. Oh, got you. Okay. Let's real quick look at these things. Oh, the mirror. Wait, is the mirror redone? Oh, I can try the mirror again. Okay, cool. So we did the Thursday stuff. We need to go put, we have to go put our friend here to bed. We already paid for today. What a good game this is. Okay. We're gonna go try and get Kim to go to bed here. And then we're gonna go talk to Classier. Don't forget to click the orbs around your head. They have surprises. What a thing to say. Can I tell you to go to sleep?
Yes?
Do I have to just click on my door now that it's past 9 o'clock? My outfit is so ridiculous right now. See you in the morning. Yep, goodbye. Can you go away? So I can go talk to her? Okay, cool. Goodbye. Haha, just kidding. Goodbye. I got stuff to do. I faked out my friend. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry, friend. Anybody else see, what was that movie? The one with Adam Sandler with the jewel heist thing. If you guys haven't seen that, that movie is really good.
It's always good to see you.
She cracks a weary smile, leaning back against the railing. Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come. Now that Kim isn't here, let's talk about Sunday night. Ah, yes. She pours herself some more coffee. Jules, something Jules maybe? I don't remember right now. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer. God, this is a beautiful statement here. Before you was only the room, the sound of the motor vehicle, steam in the bathroom, and darkness. Wow, she nods, mytho-poetically adequate stuff. She's a glib girl, but she liked the wording. Did you hear something Sunday night from my room? There was the usual ruckus, she nods. Loud disco music. Did I have any visitors? I can't say, probably not. It sounded like you were flying solo. You mentioned loud disco music? Oh yes, various artists, ostentatious orchestration prime among them. She arches her eyebrow, waiting for it to connect to you. Do you notice like I'm pointing my flashlight directly in her face? This is just really rude. Oh, we're huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, she says, half singing, but we go on. Yeah, we go on all right. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace. What happened? A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time we were yelling along to it. You were yelling along to it. What was I singing? That doesn't matter anymore, and that we are alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Guess what I'm gonna click? I'm sorry. Don't be. I was going out later anyway. That didn't bother me. I'm really committed to Sorry Cop now. I don't know if you all noticed. Very committed. Then what happened? Then you started screaming and trashed the place. Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted? No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. She takes a sip of her coffee and smiles. A window was smashed, the tape player probably. The song stopped and furniture too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out. Was there anything else? There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. She nods, and that was it. Thank you. No problem, sir. Should I talk to her? Like, I feel like weird talking to her about the Hardy Boys stuff while Kim is not here. Like, I feel like I should wait to do that with Kim being here. So maybe I will, but I kind of want to do it now. I don't know. Because, like, the problem is, I'm probably going to end this stream when I end this day, and I don't want to. I'm not, like, quite. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not quite ready to end the stream. Let's see if there's anything else I can do before the end of this day. Don't know how to find my badge. Already I can't do that yet. Who put the trash in the trash? Can't find him. Can't really do this. Don't really know how to do this one yet. I can't get a song on tape that I know of. Alright, let's go back to this later. I don't know what else there is to do this late at night, though, you know? Yeah, I have noticed that Kim does help if you fail stuff. Okay. Let's just see if there's anything downstairs for a minute. Sneak out after he's gone to sleep. That's what I'm doing, bud. Alright, let's see. Why are you just still here?
Can I help you?
Oh, I don't need a drink. I was using drinks to cope with my innate and insufferable sadness. Unsufferable? That's not the word I want. Incomprehensible sadness, maybe? I was very sad and I was using alcohol to cope. Can I talk to you now that she's gone?
It's you again. What is it?
No, the answer is no, I can't. I already did all of those. Okay. Maybe it is a good time to stop. I don't know. My throat is also hurting, so it might just be a really good time. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice, but it might just be a good time to end. And then starting tomorrow, can talk to Classier and begin the, like, continuing on this story. I don't mean, like, real life tomorrow. I mean video game tomorrow. But let's get to the next day, like we did last time, too. Oh, you know what we can do? We can redo this mirror check. Let's do the mirror check. Oh, very low. Oh, I heard about the band. Electrochemistry, interface. Oh, interfacing. This actually, I really need to get a point in interfacing. And I'm kind of far away from, I'm like 25 points away from that, so I don't think that's going to help anytime soon. Oh, hi. Sorry. Yeah, I've been streaming for a while. My internet's been a little janky today. All right, let's see. I'm going to try this even though it's low. Yeah, okay. Oh, nice. Nice. Internet jankiness, solidarity. Alright, let's go to sleep. See what happens when we go to sleep. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep. Here we are again, my broken bird.
Here we are again, my broken bird. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it. Ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you? This is an interesting statement to make. Man, I don't really know. I don't feel like it's the system's fault. I don't feel like it's my fault. And I don't want to say this, but I'm sorry, cop, so I guess we're gonna say sorry.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
I think I need medical attention.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes, while you stare at the flickering darkness.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then. Back to the other place.
Oh, baby boy, you're already in the other place. There's no nourishment for you tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe if you, like, took a lot of drugs before you go to sleep, that'd do the trick. Maybe if you weren't so hard on yourself.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
What some voices, man. What voice acting. So wild. It's letting me move my head so much. Okay. All right. This is a good place to stop. How do I save this game? There we go. I rarely actually manually save it. All right. It's just one voice actor? Oh man. Well, I take that back and double it up. What good voice acting. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here today. I have a new stream ending thing. I don't know how this looks. How does this look? I feel like I need to do some more work on it. It's new. Because I was watching someone stream and I was like, oh, I really like having an ending stream image. I thought it was really cute. So it has my calendar on it too, like so people can know, because I know I'm going to say it at the end of my stream. So I probably am going to stream tomorrow too, because I don't have to work. But I don't know what I'm going to play yet. So I can't give you any specifics at this point. I might just play something like that I would normally not play during a stream. I have a bunch of Twitch games. Not Twitch games. Wow, Steam games that I was thinking about playing, that I just haven't played during a stream. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Hopefully if my throat's okay, for sure, but if not, I'll be back on Wednesday. If my throat is still fucked up or still hurting as much as it's hurting right now, I might take tomorrow off. And then I'll be back on Wednesday. This next coming week, I don't have my schedule out yet, but it will be very likely Wednesday playing maybe AO Oni. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I play a lot of, if you are at the stream and you don't usually come to my streams, I play a lot of indie horror stuff. This is like a little departure from what I usually stream. So on Wednesday and Thursday, I will likely be playing like either like AO Oni or Corpse Party or Yume Nikki. Just there's a bunch of different games in those veins that I've been playing, so I'll pick one of those. And then on Friday, I will be finishing Silent Hill 2. I am doing a playthrough of Silent Hill 2. I'm almost done with it, so I should be finishing that up. And I'm going to do that and Born from a Wish, which is the side story that I'm playing on PS2. Still don't know what I'm going to be doing Saturdays because I do not think I'm going to play Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes again. I made about 20 minutes or 30 minutes of progress in 2 hours. It was unpleasant. Seems like something that's so different from my usual games that I need to. If I'm going to play something like that, I shouldn't be streaming it. I didn't get frustrated or anything like that. I just don't. It's just not the type of game I would normally play. And then, yeah, I don't know what else. But next Sunday I'll be back with more of this game. So if you're enjoying watching this game, I stream this every Sunday. So feel free to hit me up with a follow. Otherwise, it's been fun. And I will see you all next time. Have a good day. The weather where I am is beautiful. I'm probably going to go outside and go for a walk. Drink some hot tea to try and fix my throat, and possibly see you tomorrow if I don't see you next time. Autosave? Yep. Okay. All right. See you all next time. Bye.